Good evening, everybody. It's late tonight, Monday night. I hope everybody had a great day at work. This is day 8 of the Healthy Challenge, and I wanted to, I got a comment from a friend, and I thought it was a really good thing to share with all of you. So the reason I started this challenge at the beginning, so today's day 8, so 7 days ago, I started this challenge because I wanted to pay attention, to be more mindful of what I was eating, what I was doing every day. But I also wanted to talk about just health in general, because I think that I might have gotten some people off track a little bit. This goes along with what I've been trying to do around just living differently. And health comes in all shapes and sizes. There's your well-being, your mental health, your physical health, the things that bring you joy. How do you minimize stress? So what are the things that you bring into your life to decrease the level of stress, or at least to manage your stress in a healthy way? There are things that you do that you enjoy, that you look forward to. So that pleasure in life that you find every day. So how do you do that? So health is about eating, but it's also about your body and your mind and everything that surrounds you. And I got focused on food from the very beginning because I love food and I love to cook and I love everything about it. So that's kind of one of my things that brings me joy, but also something that has been a part of my entire life. So that's going to be different for all of you on what you identify as those things that do minimize stress for you, the things that make you happy, that make you laugh. All those stress reducers that you can find in your life are very important. So for me, that's a huge pastime of mine, and a way to kind of get myself distracted is to pretend like I'm on some cooking show and make up something, whatever's in the refrigerator. So that's me. But I did start out this challenge with wanting to hear about other people's way of doing things, what they find healthy to eat on the go, how they find time every day to exercise, but also, what are those other things? What brings you joy in life? What is a hobby that you love to do and you don't seem to find enough time to do? What is a dream that you might have of getting back into something that you did when you were younger? Whether it's swimming or something that when you think back to when you were young, it was something that you loved doing, and whether or not you can find a way to relearn or a way to get back into doing that thing that helped you decrease your stress. So that was the whole point. So this is here's to my health challenge. Health is more than just what you eat, what you put in your mouth, and what you do with your body, how you exercise. It also is a lot of those other things. And as I go into the next few weeks, I will point out tips about what the triggers are for stress. So what are those big things? How can you tell sometimes if you are in a very stressful job or you run a stressful life? How do you know when things are getting a little out of control? So there's some physical symptoms, but also then what do you do about it? So what are the things that you can do to minimize the amount of stress that you're experiencing? So there are some fun mind games. We started a puzzle in the living room. I haven't gotten too many pieces done yet, but it's kind of a project. There is obviously the physical things that you could do. We went out skate skiing today. It was a beautiful day. It was warm. It was pretty fun. Got in my 11,000 steps today, which is great. So just trying to be mindful of all those promises that I kept to myself, made to myself, I should say, several weeks ago, that I'm trying to keep track. So then the last thing I'll end with is I am a very visual person. So I want to tie this experience, this weight loss experience over the next year, to something tangible. So I figured out that something tangible, but also a little bit painful. And I figured out that I wanted to know how much a pound of quarters weighed. No, I know a pound of quarters. I want to know how many quarters it takes to make a pound. And approximately 80 quarters or $20 worth of quarters is a pound. And so I've decided that starting with last week, and I have my loss now, is that I'll contribute the coins in poundage into a piggy bank, basically, or a savings bank, that I will track over the next several months and see how much money I can put away in the form of quarters or pounds in a jar, and I will show all of you as I move along. But that for me will be very visual, but it's also, right now I need to go get $100 worth of quarters because I've gotten to the just over 5 pound mark. So when you start adding that up and think about the things that you spend your money on, lattes, eating out too much, drinking, so all those things that are fairly expensive, I'm sure that I spend more than $20 a week at least on things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the bank tomorrow and get $100 worth of quarters and start my piggy bank. And at the end of 2019, we'll see how much money we've got in the bank. And then I set a goal for what we're going to do with it. All right, everybody, that's here's to my health challenge, day 8. Start letting me know what you're up to out there. I love seeing the comments that you're making, and also what you've been up to help minimize stress, whether that's exercise, doing something fun, going to a comedy show, making yourself laugh, all those things. All right, everybody. Behind me is my, I should kind of flip it. Behind me is my new office where all of the fabric is going into the shelves, and there's my jewelry at the end. And so I am slowly but surely getting my workshop and office all put together. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. I'm out.